What's up, YouTube? Well, this is Asian Dave, aka Fanatical for Jesus, aka Dawei, aka David Chu. I'm just coming to you real quick. I want to make a video response to the Vigilant Christian. Um, well, not recently. Last year, he made a video titled "Jesus Healed Me of My Bipolar Illness," and I just wanted to tell him. I just wanted to, um, I don't know, tell him. Well, because like in the video, he was talking about how Jesus healed him, how he had cannabis-induced bipolar disorder, and Jesus healed him of his addiction to marijuana. And since he healed him from his addiction to marijuana, he no longer has bipolar disorder. Well, my response to him is, well, this is gonna be my response to him. First, I just want to say, it's not wise for you to just abruptly stop taking your medication. I understand. I believe that you're going through either a hypomanic or a manic state because it's common for people with bipolar disorder, once they're doing well on the medication, to all of a sudden decide, I'm not going to take my medication because I'm doing better. And then they stop taking the medication. I know this from personal experience because that's what I've done many times. I've said, well, I'm doing a lot better on my medication. I'm stable. My bipolar disorder is gone, so I'm just gonna stop taking my medication. I understand that. Like, who wants to take medication all the time? However, I also know from experience what can happen when you abruptly stop taking your medication. Like, when you just stop taking your medication, that's just asking for a downward spiral, and you're just gonna go off the wall. And I believe, Vigilant Christian, that right now you're going through, or when you made that video, you were going through a hypomanic or a manic state, and it made you believe that you were healed from your bipolar. Bipolar disorder is not something that you just miraculously get healed from. And I'm not saying this to knock your faith in Jesus Christ or knock your faith in God. God can heal people. I don't believe that God does heal people nowadays, but He can heal people whenever He wants to because He's God. However, I believe that God's way of healing people with mental illness is through ordinary means, such as seeing your psychiatrist, finding the right psychiatrist, and finding the right medication. That's what I believe. That's how God heals people these days, is through ordinary means. And I know that's not really popular within Christian circles that believe in hyper spirituality, where God has to heal you miraculously or He doesn't work at all. Which, by the way, is kind of the commonality between hyper spiritual Christianity and atheism, because atheists also believe that either God, either God, if even atheists believe that if God exists, He either has to act supernaturally, or He's not doing anything at all. Which both sides are wrong in that. God works through ordinary means. God's providence is in control of everything. So when you go find the right psychiatrist and you get on the right medication, that is God working through ordinary means, because He's in control of everything that comes to pass. But anyways, this isn't supposed to be a theological, well, it is a theological video because you brought the discussion up about Jesus healing you, so that's why I'm addressing that part. Anyways, again, like, it is not wise for you to just stop taking your medication. Like, people with bipolar disorder, it's vital that we take our medication. Otherwise, any amount of things can happen. We can go hypomanic, we can start engaging in high risk behaviors, or we can have grandiose delusions, and or whatever, or we could go straight down into depression where we're suicidal. So my prayer is that you realize this and you get back on your medication ASAP before something really bad happens. Because I don't want to see you go through that. I really don't. Like, I don't really want to see anybody with who struggles with mental illness to spiral out of control. Like, I want the best for all people with mental illness because I understand the struggle that they go through, and it breaks my heart when I hear these horror stories of what happens to people with mental illness. Like, there's a lot of people with mental illness that end up homeless on the streets, end up strung out on drugs and alcohol, like end up in broken marriages, so on and so forth. And I don't want to see anybody with mental illness go through that because it's just sad. I don't even want to go through that either. I mean, I've gone through I've pretty much gone through hell and back because of my mental illness, and it's just horrible. Like, so that's my response to you. I'm gonna post the Vigilant Christians video in the description box below so you guys can watch it for yourself and let me know what you guys think. Am I am I wrong for addressing him and like am I like I'm not trying to break him but break his faith down or anything like that. I'm speaking to him out of love from one Christian brother to another Christian brother. That's my intent. But yeah, that's all I have to say. Yeah, so let me know what you guys think. And as always, don't forget to rate and subscribe. Alright, have a good day. God bless you and stay awesome, Gotham. Deuces.